And he turns and boom. He doesn't realize that Eliab has been standing behind him the whole time. David, shrimp, who do you think you are? Why are you here anyway? I know the arrogance of your heart. You just came down to see the war. Who's watching all those sheep? Does Father know you're here? Who do you think you are? And David, with a hurt in his voice that shows that he's been picked on by 7 brothers for years. But what now? What have I done? What? Can't I even talk? He's too busy now. He's got to take care of this. Will somebody please just point me in the right direction and I'll go kill that thing for us. Well, now Saul has been hearing that there's a mighty warrior in the camp, boasting how he's going to take out the giants. Well, bring that soldier to me. Finally, one of my men has stood up and is going to take away this disgrace from Israel. We're going to get some action here. Who is this? It's my harpist. Who do you think you are? You're a kid. He's been fighting since he's been your age. He's going to have you for lunch. Who do you think you are? Mouthing off in front of my men. And David does something very unusual. Just a boy, he stands before the king and responds. My lord, with all due respect, I know who I am. Your servant has held and has watched his father's sheep for years. Sometimes for days and weeks and months, I'm out by myself on the range. Cold at night, storms by day, weather, doesn't matter, animals, wild. I have never lost a single lamb of my father's that was in my charge. And my lord, with all due respect, lions, bears, they came, they attacked, and the Lord delivered them each into my hand. As they have done so, as God has done so with them, he will do with this uncircumcised Philistine who has no covenant relation with the living God. My Lord, I've spent years singing songs to the Lord out in those fields, getting to know him. I know our God. So I know exactly who I am. Let me do this for you. Now some minutes pass, but eventually Eliab, back in his tent, he hears a noise. He comes out of the tent munching on a falafel and pita sandwich. And he looks at all the soldiers are rushing to the front line. They're pointing down into the valley. And they're pointing down to the valley at somebody who's running down there. Eliab's saying, oh my goodness, what fool is that? Yeah, oh well. Hope he didn't have much family. Funny, he kind of looks like a... David! Oh, great. That idiot's going to get himself killed and Dad's going to blame me. Oh, can this day get any worse? You moron, just go ahead and get yourself killed, see what I care. He closes his eyes, he can't even watch. David runs to a stream, picks up 5 stones, 1 for Goliath and 1 for each of Goliath's brothers. He is ready. He meets up with the giant and says, oh, finally, someone to fight me. Oh, yes, you have sent a boy. Is that the best you can do? You send sticks to fight. What am I, a dog? I will you come. Let me kill you now, quickly. I will be merciful. I curse you by my gods. I will kill you and feed your flesh to the birds and the beasts. There will be nothing left of you but sun-bleached bones. And David does not match him word for word. Instead, he turns the giant's words against him. You come at me against your gods of stone and rock, dead gods. They do not live, they are false. But I come against you in the name of the God, the living God of the armies of Israel. You come against me with weapons, steel and wood. But I come against you in the name of the Most High, who today will deliver you into my hands. And it will be you, according to your own words. It will be you who whose flesh is eaten by the birds and beasts this day. Bring it on. And the two rush together, and in 5 minutes flat, Goliath goes down to his knees and falls face first before the young lad. The boy's sling stone sunk deep into his skull. The boy, he runs over to the giant, pulls out the giant's massive sword from his sheath. The giant hasn't even had time to draw his own sword. He looks at the blade, it's brand new, sparkling, shining. It's never been used. How fitting, David thinks, that its first use should be. He reaches down, pulls the head up, the gory visage by its hair. And when the Philistines see that their champion is dead, they fled. Their line melted, began to disappear. Soldiers dropping their weapons, leaving all of their goods, running, not even taking their horses and chariots, fleeing for their very lives. A cry goes up in the Israelite army, and they go thundering down the slope in a horde. Eliab is drawn by the massive waves of bodies. They're going to pursue those Philistines to Ekron and Gath and slay them. And as Eliab gets pushed past David for one brief moment that seemed to last forever, their eyes lock in a silent gaze. And Eliab is faced with three images in rapid succession. One, David being anointed as king by Samuel. Two, David being told exactly what will be given to him if he kills the giant. And three, Eliab's own rash words against his brother not 1 hour ago. Their glance breaks and Eliab gets shoved up to the other side while David is pillaging the body for spoils of war. That day would be remembered forever as a day of deliverance by the hand of the Lord. But for Eliab, the eldest son of Jesse, this has just been a very bad day. Thank you for letting me serve you.